You were shot on 3 different occasions.
Yeah, they're right.
Is that something we can talk about?
Yeah, we could talk about that.
Okay, so give me a description of how you were shot 3 times on 3 different occasions.
See, one time, my cousin set me up. He was kind of jealous of me, so he kind of threw a little monkey wrench in the game. And they tried to rob me, but they ain't get nothing, because I ain't getting no nothing easy. You gonna have to fight for what you want. I had to fight for what I got. And another time, it was another incident where somebody set me up again. They were trying to rob me, because I always wore jewelry my whole life. Like, jewelry, I love jewelry, as you can see, you feel me? So it's just like, they set me up, tried to set me up again to take what I had, so I ain't get up then. They didn't succeed then. And the third time, I was shot by the police.
Now, there's people that get shot one time in their life and they're never here again.
Facts.
You were shot 3 different occasions, 3 different times, and still living to tell about these things.
Man, God real, you know what I mean? Like, the last time I got shot, which was in my ankle by the police, I got shot in the artery, you know, and I still made it 2.5 hours later, making it to the hospital, and still was able to survive and tell about it. So I'm the one who could tell you, God real, it don't matter. If it ain't your time, it ain't your time. You know, I believe in God, I'm a man of God. As you can see, I got these crosses around my knee, you feel me? So, shit crazy out here now.
Not only death, but sometimes people can get shot their first time and they're paralyzed for life.
Yeah, that's true. Like when I got shot in my leg, I was close to an artery. They was talking about they may have to amputate it. When I got shot in my ankle, they was talking about they ain't think I can keep it. Shit, I still got it. I prayed. If I ain't do nothing else, I prayed. God brought me on through there. Like, I lost a lot of blood with mainly the ankle. I lost a whole lot of blood. Then when I got hit on my shoulder, I lost blood too. I bled heavy each time I got shot, but God kept me here. I know I got a purpose to serve. That's why I'm here now.
How old were you when these different incidents occurred?
I was 17 with the one in the thigh when I got shot in my thigh.
That was the setup of the cousin.
That was the setup on my cousin. That was the first time I got shot. Second time I got shot, it was in my shoulder, and I was like probably 20, 21. Then recently I got shot, that been 2 years ago, so I'm about 25, 24.
And out of all 3 incidents of where you got shot, which one was the most dangerous to your life? Which one posed the most danger, I guess?
My ankle, the one in the ankle, when the police shot me.
And that was because they might have had to,
because I was hit in the artery and it was bleeding real bad. And see, I had to run on it. So with me still running on it, that boosted, like they had my adrenaline going, so I bled out even more. Like I was in the front, when I was in the car, I filled up the floorboard in the car with blood. But I ended up tying a shirt around it. And you know, God walked me on through there. Shout out to Grady, because Grady helped me out with it.
Now, for somebody that's never been shot before, watching this, what does that feel like?
Man, it just feel like it's a burning sensation that you can't do nothing about. And the pain really gets you the next day when you wake up and you've been and went through surgery. That's when the pain really kick in. You ain't gonna feel it too much when it first him. If your adrenaline pumping, some folks feel it, some folks don't. But I ain't feel it. I was able to keep on doing what I was doing. I was able to get away, run. But you know, hey, it one hell of a pain. Like the pain real. It might not hit you right then, but the next day I guarantee you gonna feel it. I bet everything I got on it.
Being that you've been in 3 different shootings, there's some people that get shot, don't know what to do or how to react after they get shot. Being that you got shot a second time and a third time, not saying that you were more prepared for a shooting, but because you were so knowledgeable of being shot once or twice before then, were you handling those situations any different or any better?
Yeah, see, even down to the first time I got shot, I know people that done died from being shot somewhere simple, but they died because they went in shock, they panicked. So the main thing be don't panic. You know, you gotta talk to God immediately. If you want to change, you know, I prayed, I stayed calm. On my way to the hospital, I made sure I took fluids and I stayed calm. That's the main thing. Don't panic.
All 3 occasions you were conscious?
Yeah, all 3 cases I was conscious. Adrenaline pumping, yeah. I ain't never fade that.
On all 3 occasions, did you ever feel like you were going to personally die yourself?
Yeah, when I got shot in my ankle, I was kind of scared about that one because how much blood I lost and just hearing the doctor say I'm hitting the artery. You know, when you get shot in the artery, you really ain't got no time. You ain't got no time to play around. Most people don't make it getting shot in the artery, especially one of your main arteries. Them arteries ain't nothing to play with. But you know, like I say, God real.
All 3 occasions, did an ambulance come and get you? Did you have to drive yourself?
Nah, I had somebody come pick me up one time. Then the other time I drove and picked my. I'm gonna break it down. The first time I got shot, I pulled up on my other cousin and got him to drive me to the hospital so he could clean the car out. Cause I already know they ramshack your car if you go up there, and I know that I ain't want them type problems. The second time, my other folk, well, one of my homeboys drove me to the hospital. Third time, the same cousin that drove me to the hospital the first time was the one who came and drove me the third time. But you know, cause I ain't never want to drive myself and going there with everything I had on me, which is my money, my jewelry. So God blessed me with the ability to make it to somebody so I can get those things off me and make sure I was good and clean.
When you do make it to the hospital on these occasions, is it like the movies where everybody stops, you bust through the doors, the emergency doors, and they wheel you in, they take you to surgery? Is that how it happens?
Nah, see, it ain't. They gonna get you back there and get you checked on real quick. They gonna run a bunch of tests. They gonna hit you with the little dye, put the little dye in your IV, so they can really see what's going on. Know if your arteries damaged. Know if you got nerve damage. Know that. Then they gonna go about it that way. Then they'll know what they gonna do to you through surgery. Like when I got shot in my ankle, the doctor was in there sticking his finger in there, sticking his fingers in the hole. Like, ooh, I almost jumped up out the table. But it ain't like the movies. But the thing about this situation with the ankle shot is it's kind of was like a movie because I made it from Birmingham all the way to Atlanta with a gunshot wound and being shot in the artery. So like I say, God real, the bled way.
Wait, Birmingham to Atlanta?
Yeah.
How long does that take?
If you going fast rush hour, it don't take nothing about an hour and 45 or hour 45, 55 minutes.
Why weren't you taken to a hospital in Birmingham?
Cause I had got word that it was the police, so I ain't want to get captured, so I wanted to go turn myself in. But I ain't found out it was the police till I had got away. But, you know, God don't make no mistakes. God put me in the best care. He guided me all the way here.
You could have possibly died in that hour and a half.
Yeah, like I say, most people don't make it 15, 20 minutes being shot in the artery. You know, God was just with me. If it ain't your time, it ain't your time. It don't matter where you shot it. For to make it 2 hours, though, I say shout out to Grady, because Grady helped save me. They took me and did my surgery with no problem.
All 3 incidents required surgery?
The one up here then, nah, not these 2, because they went in and out. They shot me. It went in and out right here, and there was an in and out right here. But I still got a piece of bullet fragments in my ankle.
Do you know what size or type of bullets in each incident got you?
I think a 9mm. I think it was a 9mm caliber with this one, because of the shell casing I seen that was in my car. And I actually don't know what I got shot with in my ankle. I know it was something big, but I don't know exactly what it was. But I'm glad they didn't take my ankle off, because I had a big hole in that thing. A big hole in that motherfucker.
Each time you did a hospital visit, how long did those take? Each time you did a hospital visit for each incident, how long were you there?
See, with the in and outs, I was there the one that went in and came out, I was there for a good little minute, but when I ain't stay a full night, but with this, when I got shot on my ankle, they tried to keep me there for a minute. They wanted me to stay, but I ended up checking myself out of the hospital because I knew I had heard I knew what I had going on.
I see.
So I had to get up out of there. So I ain't even get a chance to see the doctor. I ain't had no crutches or nothing. I just hopped up out the hospital.
What's the recovery like in these incidents that you suffered?
They painful. Like I still deal with them to this day. Like I still have pains, especially on my ankle and in my shoulder. I have pains all the time. But the recovery, like I say, them first few days, it's gonna be real rough for you. That shit be real rough. You can't move how you wanna move. Can't play in the streets how you wanna play in the street. Shit just be crazy. Like it's like a little weak link for real, cause you ain't 100%.
Did you ever have physical therapy in any of the incidents in your recovery process?
I had physical therapy with the ankle. And my shoulder, I did physical therapy on my own because I had shoulder surgeries prior to that doing sports when I used to play sports when I was younger. So I worked that one out myself. Like with the ankle, I used to have to wear a boot. I used to have to do certain exercises. I used to have to sleep with a boot. So, you know, I had a little physical therapy. That shit was real painful there though.
In these incidents, during your recovery process, did you follow doctor's orders or did you bend the rules?
I bent the rules a little bit, cause you know, the doctor be telling you to do stuff. Sometimes they don't even might be knowing what they tell you to do for it. So sometimes you gotta do stuff on your own. You just gotta pray about it and keep on pushing. You gotta keep trucking. I took a lot of their advice. Like, you know, they give you, they put you on all the medicine and stuff. They tell you to do this, they do that. Man, I ain't taking all that stuff.
You think that's why you still have pain today? Because you bent the rules and didn't follow them?
Nah, I don't think that's why I had pain. Just about the part of my body, like the parts I was shot in. Like when I got shot in the ankle, that hit a bone. Like it shot at one of my bones a little bit. My bones, I'm still missing a piece of bone to this day. See, when I got hit in the shoulder, see, I'm still missing a little piece of bone from up there too, from where it scraped it, but you know. So there's gonna be life pain anyway. And then especially when you go up under the knife and you have surgeries, they gonna always come back and bother you.
Reason why I ask is because doing these types of interviews, I have heard the remark where somebody didn't follow doctor's orders and it led to maybe stuff not recovering as they should. Maybe they bypassed physical therapy or didn't, they were ordered to do it and they didn't do it for whatever reason, maybe a financial reason, I don't know. Yeah. But that led to maybe the pains or the aches and things of that nature that they have going on today. Things may have been different if they would have followed them.
See, it wasn't that I ain't do everything they said. Sometimes I overdid it. Like I got to moving faster than what I was supposed to move because I ain't with being down, feeling like I'm handicapped. And I don't like for people to feel like I'm just helpless. I like doing stuff on my own. I like moving, walking. If I want to go, I don't need nobody to take me. I want to be able to get up and go. Shit, I ain't got time to wait on nobody.
What about as far as complications and side effects other than maybe some of the pain that you suffer from today? Anything specific aside from that?
It'll be just pain, like it'll lock up on me. Sometimes I had to just sit back and lay down for a minute till I get it together. But that's about it. Other than that, I be all right. I just fight through it. Like when it rains, that's when it really gets you. That shit'll break you down.
What happens?
Your joint, the muscle, my ankle get to locking up on me, my shoulder get to tripping on me. I be in the house like an old ass man, trying to get right. But shit, like you just gotta keep pushing. You can't let that hold you back, cause there's always somebody in the worst situation than what you is. So you just have to find a way to deal with it and keep on trucking.
Why do you think that when it rains, it causes this stuff?
Cause I feel it. I see what's going on. Like when it rained, that's when my body ache. But I have aches anyway. But when it rained, that's when it mostly cut up the worst. Yeah, it'll be around there, be down there until.
What about when it gets cold?
That have a lot to do with it too, cause when that coldness hit them bones, it'll send a very sharp pain through there and stiff. You gotta stay loose.
Like maybe especially winter time?
Wintertime it get real. That works too, like, cause when it's cold, all your bones cold, you know, so it's sending Riley more pain through it but you gotta stay wrapped up right so that cold don't hit them bones.
Let's say somebody's watching this interview, may have gotten shot themselves. Any do's or don'ts during the recovery process? Anything you would advise?
Man, I advise you do what you do what you're supposed to do, so you can be right. But just take heed to what the people tell you, even if you ain't gonna use it. You know, have somebody else in your corner, get an opinion from here, get an opinion from there, before you just say I ain't gonna do this and I ain't gonna do this, 'cause it can hurt you and it can cost you in the long run. So they tell you do them exercise, you know, 'cause you still, like, to this day, they thought I was gonna walk with a limp. I ain't walk with no limp. I ain't walking with no limp now. So I thank God for blessing me with the strength to be able to do extra stuff and get up and get to moving faster.
Now, I know when people go through these types of issues, they can be financially costly when it comes to the medical bills. Did you have health insurance?
Yeah, I had health insurance. Shout out to Medicaid. Making sure I was straight, 'cause without that insurance, man, them bills high. You'll be 600,000 in debt. Talking about hospital bill, it's 10,000. It'd be like 10, 20,000 just to go get a visit. I think something like that. I ain't quite sure, but I know the doctor bill high. And you don't want to have to deal with them in the long run. They work the student loan, shit.
Even with medical insurance, you still have to come out of pocket?
Nah, I ain't had to come out no pocket at all. Like, I ain't had to pay nothing. 'Cause I had Medicaid. I was straight. I was good. They took care of everything for me.
Each time you got shot, did it change your outlook on life?
Yeah, it made me move smarter, made me look at people different, made me just be judgmental about everything I do. I gotta be cautious, 'cause one slip, it could cost me. Out of them 3 slips, I ain't gone nowhere, so God bless me, I'm here. So I got to move and be thankful for what I got going on. Like, I'm thankful for life. I don't take life for granted. 'Cause you could be here 1 second, the next second you're gone. We don't take nothing but a second. 5, 10 pounds of force, yeah, just for that trigger to pull, it's over with. So, yeah, you gotta keep on moving, keep on trucking, and be thankful.
With these situations also, do you rap differently? Did it change your direction of your music?
Yeah, I express myself, you know, like, after going through what I'm going through. I always been around music. I rap, but I wasn't ever really let a lot of people hear what I had going on. And I started letting them hear what I had to talk about, 'cause it go deeper than that. I even lost my best friend I lost a couple best friends to gun violence, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I just gotta talk about it, let them know what's going on, 'cause that's what's going on around the world.
You've talked about or referenced these incidents in your music?
Yeah, I done talked about a lot of these incidents in my music. And I'm gonna keep talking about it in a different way, 'cause I constantly be going through stuff. It's always situations. Even if I'm going through it or my partner going through it right around me, it's just like I'm going through it, 'cause we rocking together every day.
Hindsight 2020. Could these situations have been avoided? These 3 different occasions?
They could have been avoided if I would have knew what was going on, but I ain't know what was going on, so I can't say they could have been avoided. I just feel like it was God's plan for me to open my eyes. I just take it as a lesson learned. You got to be careful who you're around, who you're dealing with, family, friends, it don't matter. Sometimes your family will be the fadded ones that cross you out. You might meet a stranger, he might treat you better than what your family gonna treat you. So, you know, you just gotta take everything as a lesson, not look at everything like a bad thing. It don't matter what you go through in life, it's a lesson. Just take that lesson and turn it into a blessing. Like, keep trucking.
This first incident that involved your own cousin, did this split the family apart? Did this create turmoil in your family?
Nah, a couple folks looked at him a little different, but I ain't really going into detail and just bash him like that. You get what I'm saying? Because I already knew, you know, karma real. So, you know, they're gonna come back on you. Yeah, it's just for sure. It came back on. I think about it because me and him used to be close. You know what I'm saying? It hurt me. But shit, it's a whole lot of that gonna be going on throughout life. It'd be the closest one to try to bring you down. The ones you've been engaged close to off your back might be the one who want to backstab you, take what you got, want to kill you, you know? So you just gotta stay prayed up and move swiftly. Cause they waiting on you to slip. When that one slip can cost you. And we ain't trying to have that no more.
The second incident that involved jewelry. If you would have given your jewelry up, because you mentioned at the top of the segment, you're gonna put up a fight.
Yeah, I'm putting up a fight.
If you would have given the jewelry up, do you think you still would have gotten shot?
Probably. Where I'm from, yeah, it don't matter if you give them what they want or you don't give them what they want. They shoot 'em. They shoot 'em first, ask the question later. But you know, they add the question in, try to get it from me. I ain't going for it. Like, even now to this day, I still ain't going for it. I work hard for what I got, so you gonna have to work hard if you want what I got. Like, and that's just the way it is. Like, I wasn't raised to let nobody take nothing from me. If you gonna get something from me, I'm gonna give it to you. You ain't finna take nothing from me.
Somebody watching this might say, it's just material possessions. You can replace it maybe with insurance. You can make more money and make it again, get it again. Why risk your life fighting for it and just give it up?
Because at the end of the day, even if I gave it to them, I'm still at risk. They still might shoot me. So it's just like a lose-lose situation or a win-win situation. I got shot and I still got everything I got, and I still got my life. So I feel like I'm blessed. So you can always get it back, but you never know what I had to do to get these things. You don't know what these things mean to me. It may be material to them, but it might not be material to me. They might have sentimental value. I might have got this from my granddad and he ain't living no more. I might have got, so you can't just say a material thing. Different people feel different ways. But I know how I feel about mine. Yeah, all mine hold sentimental value.
Would that be a selfish decision though, if you, in regards to your family, if you have kids, if you have a significant other, you risking your life by putting up a fight?
I don't think so, because you don't got to be doing nothing. What about the innocent people that get killed for nothing? You know what I'm saying? So if it's your time, it's your time. Whether it's in that situation or you just dying on your hospital bed, you walk outside, get hit by a car. If it's your time, it's your time. It don't matter what it is. You ain't got to be doing nothing. You could just be in your car riding and somebody just pull up and shoot you and thinking you somebody else. So if it's your time, it's your time. It ain't selfish. You know.
Have you changed how you move with your jewelry or how much jewelry you have around you or when you have it and that sort of thing since the incident, or no?
Nah, I wear my jewelry, I'm gonna be me, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be me, but I'm gonna stay prayed up and I'm gonna watch everything that go on, like I pay attention more. Like, if somebody on the side of me, I'm watching them. If they on this side, I'm watching them. My head going back and forth, I'm on a swivel, you know. I ain't scared, but I'm gonna be precautious, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna protect me. So, I don't move different. I wear more jewelry now. So it's just like, I don't be worried about it. I don't think about it like everybody just out to get my jewelry. Like I say, it be the one closer to you who try to hurt you. So you gotta watch them more than you watch somebody in the street.
Do you think having jewelry though invites that energy or that opportunity to set somebody up or to rob them or?
Nah, because you don't got to wear no jewelry. They still think you got this and you got that. They gonna want to try to come get it. Whether you could just have this or they think you got that, they gonna want to come get it. Then from the background that I come from, like my family, yeah, I can be broke. They'll think I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? Which I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't broke, but if I were to be, they'll swear I'm lying because of the family that I come from. My cousin, my dad and them. My uncles, they'll swear I'm lying. But nah. So it don't matter what you do, you can get up and put on fly clothes. Nigga might want to take your shoes, whether they red bottom, whether they did. You might have on a Gucci belt. Nigga might can't afford that. Goddamn, he might want to come take you or set you up to get that. So it's just like it's a chance you taking regardless. That's just like in Detroit, they killing you by boss. Them glasses, you ain't gotta have on no jewelry. They come and see you by them. And all over the world, people like Cartier, you like, nah, this ain't that deep, them glasses. But in somebody else's eyes, it's always gonna be something. You can have on a polo shirt. If he ain't got it, if he can't afford it, he still might wanna come take that from you cause he feel like you sweet.
I've heard the same thing about sneakers too.
Yeah.
People dying over Jordans and things of that nature.
People dying over joints, they're real. I'm from a city where people have been killed over joints. And Birmingham is real ruthless. You know, it's a lot of love and it's a lot of hate. So, you know, the hate outbalances the love though. So, yeah, people kill over anything.
Discussing these different incidents, discussing what's happened to you, you seem, when you speak of these things during this interview, in a very good spirit. Smiling, you seem jovial, happy. Why?
Because I still got my life. I done been through a lot. It feel good to overcome my struggles. You know, some people can't make it the way I make it, can't be stable, man, like I am from being what I'm, from coming from where I come from. God bless me with a strong man. As long as I keep my faith in him, I'm gonna be all right, you know what I mean? So what I'm mad for, what I'm sad about, I could be dead in prison, you know, handicapped, half retarded, but you know, I ain't. Especially what I've been through, you know what I mean? So why not be happy? Life is good. Ain't no sense of being sad about it. Being sad about it or being down about it, what they gonna get you? Shit with a headache, you know what I mean? So, you know, hey, if you don't go through nothing, how you gonna be strong? How you gonna know this? How you gonna know that? Yeah, you got to go through something. Got to go through a whole lot to get to where you're going. Like, man, it'd have been times I'd have been in the house with no lights on, you know, had to eat a mayonnaise sandwich for dinner. Yeah, what? Like my mom and my granddad always told me, it's gonna get better, just gotta keep on going. And just like they said, it got better. So that's why I don't let nothing hold me down, let nothing hold me back, slow me down. Ain't no need to frown, you know. Then look where I'm at now, where I could have been. I'm in here doing an interview with you, DJ Smallz, you did. I could have been, you know, back at home, head down, worried about what him. Now I gotta keep on going. Once you fall, there ain't no need to stay down there. You better get up and get back to running. So that's why I ain't, you know, I got a reason to smile. I got my kid, I'm still here with my kid, my family, my mama, my brother, yeah, my sister. We straight. So ain't no sense of being sad about it. Then, you know, I move around, I be traveling a lot, I be doing this, so I'm living the blessed way. You know, steady working with this music, like that helped me a lot too, cause I get a chance to express myself. Like, you know, some people don't like talking to other people, just that hands-on. So, you know, through the music, you can go in there and talk to the mic all night. You ain't gotta worry about the mic telling you, going to tell you being it tomorrow, if, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just put it out there on wax and let the world feel, because I'm quite sure somebody who's been through the same struggle I've been through, or been through the same situations or worse. There's always somebody worse off than what you is. So, you know, you just gotta keep on trucking the blessed way.